Hey everyone, I'm Alina and welcome to Bay Standardbred. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A where I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram. So if you're not already following that, go check it out for more behind the scenes of Tim Tam and Tony. Our first question is, where did you learn to ride? I didn't go to like a riding school where most people do go, but I had riding lessons when I was 7 years old for a year from my mum's friend's daughter who had a horse. How long have you been riding and what is your favourite breed and colour of horse? I've been riding for 4.5 years with Tim Tam, but if you count the year of me having lessons, then 5.5 years. My favourite breed of horse, I don't really have a preference as I love all breeds, but I think standardbreds are pretty cool. And same goes for colour, I don't really have a preference for that either. Someone asked, what is my favourite discipline? I like eventing, so show jumping, cross country and dressage. So it's like a mix of everything and it's not just one thing, like just show jumping. Another person asked, what is my dream horse? And it would probably be Tim Tam, but a hand or so taller and a couple years younger. How long have you had Tim Tam? I've had Tim Tam for 4.5 years now, almost 5 years this year. Have I ever tried vaulting? No, I haven't, but I really want to as it looks super fun. Does Tim Tam know any tricks? I have tried to teach him some tricks, but he doesn't really get the concept of them, but he kind of knows kiss. If I've already given him a treat, then I just go like this and he does kind of kiss me. Best 2018 memory. That would probably have to be at my first competition, which was the Gamblers Stakes. Even though we did get eliminated, I had a blast and so did Tim Tam, and we got around the whole course and I picked very hard cross-country jumps. So I was super proud of him and we just had a fun day. How often do people dislike you because of having a standee? I used to get a lot more, not so much hate, but like looks over to me when I first got Tim Tam, because obviously he was a green horse. I didn't really know what I was doing, but more like out and about. But I haven't gotten any like recently, so it's all good. The next question is, how many horses do I have? Now I have Tim Tam, who I own and he's my horse. And then there's also Tommy, who's my sister's horse, who I sometimes ride and will sometimes feature on this channel and on my Instagram. Best and worst things about Tim Tam. I think best would definitely be his personality, and I love his jump. Worst, there's not really like a bad thing, but he is really pig-headed. If he wants something, he will go to extreme lengths to get it, and if he doesn't want to do something, he will stick his hooves in the mud and not do it. Other than riding, do you play any other sports? I play netball. I've been playing netball for 7 years and going to play this year as well. So I've been playing netball longer than I have horse riding, but it's very competitive and yeah, super fun. What do you like to do with Tim Tam when you aren't riding him? So at the moment he's lame, so I can't ride him. So I'm just taking him out for little walks and grooming sessions, just so he's all happy, and hopefully he will be better soon. Another person asked, how did you and your sister decide on each horse belonged to who? So my sister has a teddy bear named Tommy, so she decided that she wanted the horse named Tommy. We hadn't even seen them yet, but she was like, no, I want the horse named Tommy as my teddy bear is named Tommy. I ended up with Timmy, who was the second horse, and I didn't really mind what horse I got, but now I changed his name to Tim Tam, well, half changed his name, but yeah, I still call him Timmy every now and then. What is my dream job? My dream job would probably be something to do with horses, but unfortunately that doesn't get highly paid, so I do horses as like a hobby thing and have another job, but I don't know what that is yet. What made you decide to get a standardbred? Well, I didn't really have a choice. To afford 2 horses, we just got the cheapest ones there, and we found them and they were cheap and they seemed nice-natured. Well, they are nice-natured. So my mum was like, okay, we'll get them and learn on them. So we did, and here we are 4.5 years later. What level dressage will you do? I don't really mind on what level. I haven't even done a dressage test yet, so I'm just trying to get into competing a little bit more, as I've only done 1 show. Have you ridden Tommy? If so, is he like Tim Tam to ride? I have ridden Tommy like in little bits. He's very much like a pony, his gaits, even though he is a horse. His trot is very comfy to sit to, but Tim Tam's is very bouncy and lopey. And also Tommy's canter is quite short and pony-like, whereas Tim Tam's is more horse-like. And Tommy also has shorter strides and everything. So it's quite different to ride both of them. Someone asked, why did you decide to get a horse so early in your riding career? And that's a really good question. And riding schools are a lot of money, and we can't go for like weekly lessons if they'll be like over $100 a week. So we decided to get our own horse, and it was easier for us to learn as we've got quite a big property, so we've got plenty of room for them and to learn. The next question is, have you ever been judged at school for your Instagram account? No, I haven't, as only my friends know and some of my sister's friends know, but they're all really nice about it and support me about it, so that's good. But if people did find out at school, I don't think they would judge me. Hopefully, no. Did it take long for you to come this far with Tim Tam? Took 4.5 years. But I was also a green rider, so for the first couple of years I was just kind of teaching myself to ride. It hasn't been until this year that I've been in a really competitive side of horse riding. Advice for green riders who also have to break green horses. Just keep persevering. I know it sounds cheesy, but just don't give up, because there will be rewards in the end and they will get there. Top tips for gaining a large following online. Well, I don't really have a large following online, but I would just say post good quality content, good quality photos. Just make sure that you're engaging with your followers, so it's not just a page and there's actually a person behind the page. And just have fun. Don't really worry about the follower count too much, as Instagram is meant to be where you share your journey, and yeah, just have fun. Also, try and post original content that no one else has seen, as then more people will want to follow you. Another person asks, is it a coincidence that Tim Tam and Tommy both start with the letter T? And yes, it is, because we got them from the owners who broke them in, and they just named them those names, and then we bought them together. So yeah. The next question is, how high have you jumped? And I've only jumped 1.5 meters. As with Tim Tam, I've been focusing on schooling, rhythm and canter and everything, not necessarily the height of the jump, but I'm hoping to go up the heights. And our last question for the Q&A is, did you have a mental block with Tim Tam? And no, I haven't. I've been really lucky. We have had bad days, but that's just like everyone who rides. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any more video suggestions, comment them down below. Have a great rest of your day.